Move to New Zealand at zero cost, your flight, fees, all fully paid for, plus weekly stipend given. You are welcome back to my YouTube channel. I remain your one and only out and about lady here in New Zealand, Julia Chinelo. I bring you a situational report devoid of any form of exaggerations on what living, working, studying here in New Zealand is all about. Awesome thanks to you all, my returning subscribers, and if you are stopping by for the first time and you are interested to know what is happening here in New Zealand, subscribe and I promise not to bore you. I would be dropping a link in the comment section about this Manaaki New Zealand scholarship so that you have a look, play around the handbook and a whole lot of that, and extract all the information you need to the tiniest of them. So I will give a major highlight, and I urge you to stay till the end of this video because I would be discussing the other side of this amazing scholarship that nobody is talking about, so that you would know if it is the right route for you. Before I jump into the major highlight of this scholarship, I would want us to explore the meaning of the Maori word Manaaki. Manaaki in Maori simply means to care. So now to the major highlights. Coverage of Manaaki New Zealand scholarship. This scholarship has got a wide range of coverage, from short-term training courses here in New Zealand to undergraduate, postgraduate, masters by research, up to PhD level. So to the second highlight, we'll be talking about today the eligibility criteria and countries covered. Also, it has got a wide coverage when it comes to countries and region. People from the Pacific can access it, Asians can access it, Commonwealth countries, Latin Americans, and down to Africans. You all can access it. And I will have a quick read through of the countries in Africa that can access this scholarship, and I will put that information on the screen so that you have a second read through. Let's read together. Algeria, Angola, Botswana, Djibouti. You read all the way down, you will see Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, South Africa, Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, Zambia, and finally Zimbabwe. Major criteria. So when it comes to some country, for you to access the short-term training, you have to be sent by a government institution from your country, or you probably need to be a government official coming over here to access short-term training like the English language training. So you have a look to see what liberty is available to scholars from your country. The second criteria that I want you to be aware of is there are specific courses that this scholarship support, and this varies among countries. So you try and tailor it down from your country of origin to see what this scholarship supports. Because if you enroll in a course that they do not support, you would likely not access this scholarship. And another criteria is that in your essay writing or in your proposal writing to access this scholarship, you should be able to convince New Zealand that the knowledge that you are coming here to access would be impactful in the socio-economical development of your country when you finish studying. Let's talk about the major benefit of this scholarship. I know I have said some of it from my random talking. So the main benefit of this scholarship is all the expenses would be on Manaaki New Zealand scholarship provider, from your flight, from your medicals, all the miscellaneous expenses that you will be doing, and also they will be responsible for your weekly upkeep. You would assess stipend worth about 500 and something New Zealand dollars while you are here. So is a fully funded scholarship. So this is all about the benefit of this scholarship. So let me talk about the institutions or the universities here in New Zealand that are in partnership with this scholarship provider. So if you've been following me, you would know I have done a video introducing you to 8 New Zealand universities and also 16 New Zealand institutions. I will try and leave that link somewhere so that you can have a flip through these institutions and universities to know the one of interest to you. So this scholarship is in partnership with all the 8 New Zealand universities and in partnership with about 3 New Zealand institutions, namely SIT, Unitech, and Wintech. So you tailor your search and your study or course application to these 8 New Zealand universities and 3 institutions to access this scholarship. So let's talk about the aspect of the scholarship that no blogger wants to talk about. Yes, your out and about lady would give you the situational report so that you make that informed decision if genuinely you want to come and develop yourself and go back home. Yes, with Manaaki New Zealand scholarship, you are to go back home after your studies, and they would sponsor your flight ticket to New Zealand and fro, that is out of New Zealand. So this scholarship entails that you would go back. I would be dropping a link in the comment section where this is specified so that some of you wouldn't argue, and also I would put something on the screen so that we have a read through together. Let's go. Scholars must contribute to their country's development. Of course, you won't be in New Zealand contributing to your country's development. You have to go back home. Let's read further. The purpose of a Manaaki New Zealand scholarship is to invest in the education of citizens from developing countries, enabling them to positively impact on their country's development by sharing new skills and knowledge gained while on scholarship. We expect scholars to contribute to their country's social or economic development for at least 2 years after completing their scholarship study. We also only select scholars who have been living in their home country for 2 years prior to applying for a scholarship. Preference is given in selection to applicants who can clearly describe on their application form how they will improve their country's social and economic development after their scholarship. So this is it, and if you are still unsure, read the handbook and process that. So this is all about it, guys. Your out and about lady here in New Zealand have done justice to this. So explore it if you genuinely want to come here, get all that knowledge, go back home, impart it to your citizens, and probably re-strategize of coming back to New Zealand after 2 years of imparting the knowledge you gain, because that would put you at a higher or at an advantage of accessing New Zealand residency, probably if they still need skills here when after 2 years of your studying. And also put it into consideration, weigh your options. If you are coming here to study for 3 years, like PhD, and using 2 years of your time back home, that's 5 years, and returning back to New Zealand or any of the Western country if you still want to do Western world. So these are the things I really want you to ponder. Yeah, I know most people skip this part. They just told you juicy, 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 come to New Zealand for free, but they did not actually tell you that you are going back to your home country for free after studying. So I remain your situational reporter here in New Zealand. I'm not a joy kill, guys. I just want you to have the whole information you need. And I would hopefully see you guys in my subsequent video. Thank you so much for staying all the way through to the end of this video.